Fishscale, Fishscale, yeah. Fishscale, Fishscale, yeah.
All right, hello and what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Fishscale official interview. We got a special guest with us, like always. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What up? It's DopeboyDuce. You know what I'm saying? Out here doing the damn thing, going crazy. Mental health letters coming out March 15th, 2021.
Dope. So I know you've been on here a couple times before, but why don't you just give the people a little bit of a background on yourself, just kind of like a quick synopsis in case they haven't seen you before.
Well, I'm an artist. That's first and foremost. I recently retired my engineering, but I still do that. You know what I mean? I engineer myself. And if like the bag is right and the client is right, then yeah, I'll consider it. I also do videography. I've been going crazy with that this past month, ever since this year started. Yeah, I can educate y'all on the business, the marketing, whatever y'all need. I'm a one-stop shop. Come holla at me.
Okay. Kind of the first question I got, you said like you got into videography. Well, I know you've been into videography, but you said you kind of been going crazy this year. How did you get into that, and like what made you want to pick up a camera?
Well, I opened the studio, and that's when I was just like rapping mainly, and then engineering. But aside from that, I was seeing clients like saying, "Oh, we need videos, but we can't afford what people is charging right now." So I decided to pick up a camera, and I seen the revenue behind it, and I've always loved movies and been able like could picture myself creating uh something visually that I could see in my head. So it kind of came from me seeing the money in it and me loving movies and having a passion in that in a type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like filming, directing, and like putting shit together like that. So I feel like that's where it mostly sprouted from.
That's dope. So last time we spoke, John Madden had just came out. How do you think that project was received, and like what was the like reception from that project?
I feel like John Madden was like, it's still like one of the best things that I put together. You know what I'm saying? And like the reaction I was getting from people was crazy. People started calling me John Madden, which is perfect because that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And like it made people realize like, oh shit, this nigga's talented. Because this is my first project after growing my platform as big as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking with all the DJs, more of the bigger local artists, and just really, it really made people like, y'all better watch out for him. And I love that project. I'm dropping part 2 on my birthday this year. So yeah, John Madden coming back again right after mental health letters.
And what is that in like May or so? June. Okay, bet. That's dope. Okay, so and then mental health letters is coming out March 15th, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so why don't you speak on like what was the inspiration behind the name of the project and kind of just like your whole mood going into this?
So like, I feel like the whole inspiration behind it was like us being locked down in the pandemic, and like I know that people went through a lot of mental endeavors, like some people became more depressed, a lot of us did, and it made me realize that I've been depressed for a long time, and me sitting down and sitting still, it just made me really think like what's going on and why do I feel like this at this time, or you know what I mean? So after going to therapy, after working on myself, I kind of wanted to like be that voice, that could really speak for people and really touch people and help them like open up, and especially in like the black community, even men of all races, everybody, because I feel like men really suppress that mental health, and not just men, a lot of people do. And I feel like me being vulnerable and coming out and like letting people know, like, yeah, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and actually like opening up. I want to be that person to help people take that extra step to get like treatment, you know, or like get that healing from past trauma or childhood trauma or trauma from relationships. So like this project is going to touch on like Black Lives Matter, how that affects me and my mental health, being a black man in America, having to worry about being murdered just because I'm black, you know what I mean? And like love, relationship shit, it's gonna get in detail with depression, anxiety. Like I have songs for that. It's gonna be everything, but it's gonna be like from like a mental aspect, you know? Like I really want to make an impact to help people. Like, yeah, I feel you, bro. Like, let's go do it. Like, let's get better. And I want people to take the journey with me, even though it's a lonely journey. It's nice to have people that are on the same path as you, or like that support, you know, like to progress and move forward. This project finna be fucking insane. Like, I'm really putting my heart into this shit for real. And it just sucks because I feel like the entire pandemic, we ain't have no J. Cole's to listen to, no Kendricks. Like, and that type of music that they make is like good for the mind and soul. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to hear someone's pain and they talk about shit that's really going on in real life instead of music about popping pussy and finessing niggas and all this extra shit. Like, it's dumbing us down to the point where like we have nowhere to look for like the good shit, the positive shit. So I just wanted to put something positive out there and something that's relative to what everyone's going through, not just a select few group or what sells. Like, I'm not really sold on what sells, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, man, whatever. So this direction of this project's gonna be crazy, and I'm gonna take it to a whole nother level, you know what I mean?
Hey, yeah, most definitely. I feel like a lot of people will definitely relate. Just as you were saying, the pandemic made a lot of people sit down and like just kind of be in their heads type of thing. They didn't really have like the distractions, whether it be work or going out and drinking or whatever, whatnot, to kind of distract them from whatever's going on like in their mind or whatever. So I think that's dope. I think people will definitely relate to it and, you know, things of that nature.
Fishscale, Fishscale, yeah, Fishscale, Fishscale.